Thank you, Tina. Let me introduce you now to our second guest.
Richard Gordon is a senator from Olongapo City. He envisions a Philippines free of corruption or transactional politics, where there is not just a change of men, but a change in men. Senator Richard Wico Gordon.
Good evening, Senator Gordon. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Ricky.
I know you just came from a long trip to Geneva and you're probably suffering from a bit of jet lag, but I'd like to thank you anyway for making the effort to come here to the forum.
Happy to be here and to contribute to the intelligence of our electorate, hopefully.
Well, I want to ask you this, and I think it's something that most people have on their minds. Running for president is not easy. It's sleepless nights. It's a lot of money spent. It's a lot of criticism from people. And then once you get there, people will criticize you for the remainder of your term. Why do you want to be president?
It's a thankless job. You have to change the country. I feel like I've been in an escalator ride since I became politically conscious when I was still in the Ateneo. I felt that dati-dati, nakatrend tayo, naging trambia, pagkatapos naging jeep, naging motorsiklo, ngayon tricycle na. Pumapadyak na lang tayo para tayo naging rickshaw. Sa ibang bansa, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go but sa ibang bansa, it was the rickshaw going up to homes, going up to savings. Kaya makikita mo, malakas na savings ng mga Pilipino, ng ibang bansa. Ang Pilipinas mahina ang savings. And therefore, it is my view na nobody said it was going to be easy. You're going to have to show moral leadership, work ethic, at saka talagang dapat pakita mo that you mean business, you're firm and fair, at saka resolute.
So you feel that the country has been on the wrong path these last several years?
I think we've been lost. Naligaw tayo na landas na maraming beses. Sinubukan natin ang martial law, wala nangyari. Sinubukan natin ang democracy na talagang ngayon tinatamasa natin. And I think ang nawawala sa atin ay yung vision at yung upliftment ng bayan, yung values natin, nakalimutan natin, lalo na ang ating kasaysayan. We've forgotten who we are. Walang definition ang tao ngayon. We cannot be proud of our heroes, apparently, sapagkat ang nakikita natin, si Lapu-Lapu, ginawa nating isda. Si Rizal, ginawa nating babaero. At ang ating mga bayani ay hindi natin malaman kung sino. So kailangan maglikha tayo ng mukha ng ating bagong bansa para tayo gagalangin to uplift human dignity and at the same time uplift the standards of behavior of people.
Do you yourself have an idea of what we are? Sabi niyo kanina, parang we don't know who we are really. You have an idea of
yes, I think so. Ang nangyari sa atin, it has become a palusot society. Kung sino, it has become a transactional society. Dala ng ating mga siguro nakaraan na kailangan kung pupunta ka sa City Hall, hindi lalakad yung papel mo, lalakad yung papel mo kung may lalagay ka. Kung walang kasyunduan, hindi na lalakad. At kung ikaw mag-aasawa, kailangan 18 yung ninong mo, 18 yung ninang mo. Because you're building a network. So kailangan baguhin natin yung mga values. At ang nangyari sa ating pamumulitika, minamarginalize natin yung tao. Sabihin na iba, ako para sa mahirap. O, ganun lang agad. Para mo, mahirap na lahat ng tao. No? At kailangan natin sabihin, paano mo mapapa-asensuhin yung ating bayan? Paano mo lilikha ng opportunity na talagang dapat umuunlad yung bayan? Hindi yung sasabihin mo lang, makiki-identify ka. Kaya ako takot dyan sa mga media na lumalabas ng masyadong advertising. It doesn't show a real image of the candidate. It shows an image of what they think they want the people to believe. That's why I congratulate the ATENEO, ABS-CBN for doing this because lalabas ang katotohanan. Mawawala ang maskara ng mga tao dito.
But so what you're talking about really is changing mindsets, changing attitudes, developing values. How does a president do that? Because that's not something that you can legislate.
Ang presidente ay bully pulpit. Siya nakikita palagi ng tao. He represents the nation. Kung ang presidente tamad, magiging tamad ang tao. Kung ang presidente nangungurakot, lahat mangungurakot. Kung hindi siya marunong magbigay ng katarungan sa kanyang nakapaligid sa kanya, babaksak ang gobyerno. At kung hindi siya marunong magbenta ng ating bayan in a proper way, hindi siya makakakuha ng investments, hindi siya makakapaghikayat ng tao na merong kinabukasan. Kaya ang presidente kailangan turuan ng tao that they must find their future in Filipinas. Not just find their future in foreign shores, but find their future here by transforming their character. Baguhin yung attitude. Aim high, mag-ambisyon tayo. Bawal ang tamad, work ethic. Lalong bawal ang tanga, mag-aral tayo. Duty muna bago ang sarili, dignidad at determinasyon. Ginawa namin sa Subic yan.
What would you do then as president? Let's say you're running on a platform of values, of re-establishing our identity. So kapag kayo nahalal, ano ang unang hakbang na gagawin ninyo?
First, you have to provide a vision. What do you want the country to be? Kailangan talaga, i-describe mo muna ang gusto mo sa tao. The Filipino must be caring, may paki siya sa kanyang pamilya. Meron siya kailangan compassionate, matulungin siya, he must be a man for others. He must be competent, nag-aaral siya. Kaya dapat parali mo. Dapat competitive, kailangan kaya niya makipagbanggaan sa lahat ng bansa. At kailangan siya, tinatawag natin, transformational. No? At para sa ganoon, maging secure, maging successful ang kanyang gagawin. Kaya kailangan, ang presidente sa lahat ng paraan, hinihikayat niya yan. When I was mayor of Olongapo, nakalagay ka agad yun, every year may slogan yan, Aim High Olongapo. Mag-ambisyon tayo. We can be more than a SEN city. We can be a city na may peace and order. Ang mga jeep din natin, nakikita, kailangan may kulay. Kailangan ng mga vendor, kailangan naglilinis ng kalye, tumutulong sa lahat. And that is why we went up very, very fast. Ang importante sa ating bayan ngayon ay kailangan yung leadership by example at saka yung talagang tinutulak mo yung tao, ina-uplift mo, hindi yung palagi pagka may kulang ako bahala sa iyo, ako magbibigay sa iyo ng trabaho, ako lahat. Tama yon, pero hindi dapat ipinapamahagi yan sa tao palagi dahil hindi na mag-iisip yung tao na gagalaw siya sa kanyang sarili.
Leadership by example. What do you think people can look at? In your career, you've been a senator, secretary, head of SBMA. Para makita nila na, nga, kayang gawin ni Dick Gordon yan kapag nahalal siya.
Una-una, nothing is impossible. Before my time in Subic or Olongapo, we never thought that we could do Subic. Tinamaan kami ng pinatubo. Sabi ko, we have to fight on and kailangan talaga, pagdating mo dito sa Subic, tinanggalan kami ng trabaho, wala na kami trabaho, nakasira na yung mga bahay. Sabi ko, hindi tayo ay uunlad kung aasa tayo sa gobyerno. Kailangan mag-volunteer tayong lahat. At nag-volunteer yung mga tao, marami mga bata nagpunta dyan, at maraming matatanda na may hirap at nagsama-sama kami at binigay namin ang muka ng volunteer sa buong mundo. All the presidents who came here, from Margaret Thatcher, pati APEC, pati lahat ng klaseng presidente, from Lithuania, from Panama, from China, nagpunta lahat sa Subic yan because nagulat, totoo ba ito nag-volunteer ang tao dito? Totoo bang masipag ang tao dito? And that is what we have to show. Kailangan ang presidente, kailangan hands-on, kailangan marunong siya mahikayat, he has to be a cheerleader. Kailangan talaga marunong siya magbenta ng tao. Kailangan marunong siya magpagalaw ng tao. You cannot move it by yourself. You have to motivate the people to do for themselves what they ought to do without being told to do.
Inspiration.
Yes.
Let me ask you this.
And perspiration.
And perspiration. Let me ask you this, because they say that 60% of the people who are going to vote next year are under the age of 30. 30 or under. Senator Escudero was talking about that, about appealing to the youth, no? You're a little older than Senator Escudero. That's not necessarily a bad thing. How do you appeal to the younger voters?
I'm the youth of old age. Alam mo, ang bata conforme yan. Merong bata, merong matanda, batang isip, no? May bata na matanda ang isip. The greatest error of age is to believe that experience is a substitute for education, and the greatest error of youth is to believe that greatest error is to believe that experience is a substitute for education. Greatest error is to believe that experience is a substitute for education, and the greatest error of youth is to believe that education is a substitute for experience. Kailangan pagsamahin mo yan. You need youth, yes. Kailangan youthful, may vision, kailangan may experience, may track record, at kailangan talaga forward-looking ka palagi. And above all my life, until now, everywhere I've been, whether it's Red Cross, Subic, tourism, whether it's Olongapo, it's a constant attempt to try and make people uplift their living condition, their behavior, their patterns, their ambitions, their work ethic, and their everything.
Have you ever made a mistake in public life?
I'm sure I have.
Can you tell us about it?
Very few times that I can remember.
Can you tell us about it at least once?
Because I stand up. I think ang mistake ko siguro is to be very assertive, and I teach that. The big A word is not arousal. In this country, it's always arousing the people. The big A word is assertion. And sometimes, tatanggalin ka bigla after you've done Subic, dahil pinulot mo yung sigarilyo na isang dating na senador, dilagay mo sa kwan, at nung naging presidente, tinanggal ka kagad. And I asserted myself, you have to take me out by way of a court of justice. Kung hindi mo ako tatanggalin dyan, maninindigan ako. To some, it was a mistake. To some, it was assertion. And I thought, I did it right. You must not be afraid to make a decision in life. Kailangan gawin mo. You have to be a risk taker. You have to make sure that you're not doing it because it is popular for everyone, but you have to teach the people the common good, that you have to do it. Kailangan gawin mo yung kabutihan para sa kalahatan, at makita nila, pag nakita nilang gagawin nila yan, lahat magsasabay-sabay.
So it's really leadership by example that you're offering.
Vision, values, volunteerism equals victory.
All right, Senator Richard Gordon, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.